Hey guys, welcome back. It's Ben here. In case you're new to my channel, I like to do reviews on some of my favorite 3D Blu-ray films, and on occasion some 4K titles as well. Tonight we're going to be doing Venom, the 3D Blu-ray versus the 4K version. So, diving right into the 3D version, this one is PG-13. It is 1 hour and 52 minutes. It's presented in 2x40 widescreen, so it will have the black bars if you're running it on a TV set. It does feature a 5.1 DTS HD master audio track. And going into the 3D picture, I'm gonna say this one is okay. It's not the greatest. I thought it would be better, but it's still pretty good. For as far as depth goes, I'm going to go with a 3.5 out of 5 stars on the depth. It's pretty constant depth throughout the whole movie, but it's nothing too deep. There are some pretty good panty dropper scenes, though, in the very beginning with the shuttle crash site. There is a pretty good amount of depth there. You see tree branches popping out of the screen while the rest of the picture seems to be pushed back a lot. So I'd say, like, anytime they're in the woods, anytime where there's a lot of forestry, we got some Infinity War type depth in there. But throughout the rest of the movie, it's just okay depth. With the pop-out effects, I'm going to go ahead and give this one a 2 out of 5 stars on that. There's not too much pop-out in this, but when it does show up, it's quite pleasing. I would say the best pop-out sequences would be probably the drone sequence when Eddie Brock is being chased on his motorcycle. You've got drones coming out of the screen, and it almost looks like as if you're right next to the drones and you're chasing the motorcycle yourself. It looks really nice. And then the scenes where the symbiotes separate from their hosts, like when Venom is talking to Eddie Brock separately, that one looks really cool too, because it looks like the symbiote is off of the screen and you're looking inwards towards Eddie Brock. And then, of course, you got the occasional debris flying out of the screen here and there, but the sequences for pop-out are far and in between. Nevertheless, I thought the 3D was pretty good on this. If you're a 3D movie enthusiast, I would definitely recommend picking this one up. As far as the audio goes, DTS HD Master Audio Track 5.1. I gotta say, I was really impressed. The bass tortured my subwoofer on this. I actually had to turn it down a little bit. The panning effects from the height tower speakers and then across the rear panel speakers, it sounded really impressive as well. Not as good as the Atmos track on the 4K version, but still really good. For the audio, I'd probably go with an 8.5 out of 10 on this one. Now, going into the 4K version. Ta-da! So, with the 4K version, I actually liked the 4K version a little bit better than the 3D version. I was a little disappointed by that, but hey, what can you do? Sometimes you got some really good 4K content. So this movie was shot digitally, so it definitely lends itself to 4K. This one was treated with Dolby Vision, and it has the Dolby Atmos track. Now, I did watch it in regular HDR, and then watch it in Dolby Vision afterwards. Both pictures look super cool. I'd say the Dolby Vision is obviously just a tad bit brighter, so since this is a really dark movie to begin with, that really makes the experience a lot better if you have a Dolby Vision capable TV and player. So comparing the picture to the 3D version, obviously it's going to look better. But I was surprised because sometimes you watch a 3D movie and the picture looks just as good as the 4K version. Perfect example is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I thought that the 3D on that one looked as if it was treated with HDR, even though it was a 1080p disc. It looked fantastic. I couldn't see any difference, and I thought the 3D added more to it. With this one, you can definitely tell that the 4K version looks way better than the 3D version. Obviously, it's a lot brighter. The HDR really lends itself to the scenes where it shows off the city, especially during the daytime, and even on Venom's costume also. You can really see the blue and the black really combine well together. As far as the Atmos track goes, it was almost as good as, or actually I should say it is better than the DTS track on the 3D version. Obviously, you get some really good overhead effects, especially the scene where the shuttle is crashing or during any of the fight scenes between Venom and Riot. Also, the motorcycle scene, you also hear some car crashes and stuff in there that sound really good flying over your head. So, that being said, I really thought the 4K version was a masterpiece. If I had to choose one, if you're looking to just buy one of them, I'd say go with the 4K version. But if you're a big 3D fan as well and you could afford it, I'd say import the 3D version as well. This one here I imported, and this is actually a 4K 3D combo pack. And as you can see here, it encases the 3D disc. The 4K disc is right behind it. There's also a regular Blu-ray and a bonus disc of special features in the back there. So, just got this one in the mail. This one I got from Best Buy. This is just the regular 4K version. So, I'd love to hear what you think if you've already seen both versions of it. Leave a comment, subscribe. Peace!